I do feel stable in the sense, you know, I can work a lot. I have friendships, I connect with my family, I travel, I do all the things I want to do in life, but it wasn't always like that.
Stomping out stigma. Meet bipolar babe, Andrea Paquette, diagnosed at 25 with bipolar disorder.
I experienced a very crippling psychosis where I saw things, heard things, believed things that weren't true, as well a depression that plunged me into a very serious suicide attempt. I'm lucky I lived with no liver or kidney damage. Very lucky.
Andrea turned her trauma into tender care for others, founding the Bipolar Disorder Society of BC in 2009. She has presented to over 12,000 people so far.
I'm very passionate about people learning about mental health and their perceptions and attitudes to change them when they're negative, so that we become accepting, understanding, respectful of all people.
Andrea started sharing her own personal story to specifically support young people.
I create these presentations so these students in schools can create stigma-free zones and they become accepting of all people.
Her pioneering work has been widely recognized.
The Courage to Come Back Award was my biggest honor. It was more or less a testimony to all of the people that the charity has helped to live amazing lives.
Mental illness is one of the top 3 drivers for short and long-term disabilities, reported by over 80% of Canadian employers.
Everybody has ups and downs in their life. The difference with someone who has a diagnosis of bipolar disorder is they have ups and downs to the extreme. And when they experience those extremes of depression or mania, it's not necessarily reflective of anything that is particularly happened in their life. And that the difference as well is that it affects their functioning to the point that sometimes people need to be hospitalized because it's a very, very serious illness.
Putting the illness behind her, Andrea found regaining her health challenging. She says mindfulness is extremely important to tame her racing mind. She creates peace for herself through calming activities like journaling, using herbal teas, and relaxing with adult coloring books.
That's a cool color. Yes, teal.
Her success is growing.
Bipolar Disorder Society of British Columbia, we're making it provincial. That's what's amazing. It's important to talk about mental illness stigma, but it's also important to talk about other stigmas. What kind of experiences are people having when they have a developmental disability, a physical disability, or race or gender identity?
Daphne Walsh knows Andrea's power.
She's tenacious when she needs to be, and she's so willing to help other people. Her society is really a privilege that this community has. I know that you'll find the answers either through her or through her society.
Our branding is now Bipolar Babes because we're building an army of people who are stigma stompers.
What motivates this bipolar babe?
For people to know that they're not alone and they don't need to suffer in silence like I once did. Life is so worth living.
Demonstrating hope and resilience, Andrea Paquette and her superheroes are ready for increasing audiences. For Go on ShawTV, I'm Daphne Good.